Hello beautiful soul, welcome to my channel. In today's video we are doing a new pick a card reading on the energy in the upcoming month of May 2024. So if you're new to pick a card readings, please keep in mind that this is a general reading. So it's meant to resonate with who is meant to resonate with, and is also meant for confirmation only. So take what resonates and leave out the rest. And if there is anything that you're in doubt, you can always check in with your intuition, your higher self, or your spiritual team. So to help you choose, we have 4 different piles. The first pile has this piece of Aventurine. The second pile has this piece of like pointed crystal or quartz. The third pile has this piece of amethyst. And the fourth pile has a rounded piece of crystal or quartz. So you can pause the video if you need to, and once you have chosen your pile, you can scroll down to the description box and click the timestamp of your pile. I'm excited to see you there. Bye! Hi pile 1! If you chose this piece of Aventurine, then this is your reading for the month of May. So let's have a look what the month of May has in store for you. So I picked the first 2 cards to have like the sort of overall energy of the month. I'm gonna put the rest on the side. Let's see the overall energy of your month. Pile 1, beautiful alchemy. Wow, so we have the first card, which is alchemy, and then we have Vega with luminosity, creativity, talent, and fame. Wow, I'm getting such a sparkly vibe already. I feel like this coming month for you, it has the potential to be extremely transformative. Like with the alchemy card and as well like the talent, the fame part, it just feels like if there was something that you were, for example, working on to bring to fruition, to reach a level of like acknowledgement, fame, recognition, May is gonna be your month. There is the potential to really expand to a point that is not just like a small step. It's like it can have the potential to be like a huge step forward in whatever project you were working on, or like whatever you were planning to accomplish. And even like on an internal level, it feels like there is an alchemical process where you kind of like have the potential to fully embrace a lot of your own light, a lot of your own gifts and qualities, and like it feels like really expansive. Really expansive. I'm getting such a good vibe. Oh, it feels like it's gonna be such a great month for you. Pile number 1. Beautiful. Just gonna move. Sorry. Make a little bit of space. Alright. Okay, so we're gonna leave the indicator of the month. Actually gonna put the stone right in the middle. And then we're gonna continue with the second set of cards, which will be more like the sort of like the key challenge or any obstacle that might be present within the month. We have for you the 10 of Cups. That's normally not like a challenge card. Let's see what else we got. And then we have I Remember, Soul Plan, the Fated Life versus the Destiny Life. Very interesting. So what is coming through for me is that there might have been something that might have holding you back from the perspective of, you know, like maybe like believing or wanted like a life, like this sort of picture perfect life that in a sense is not fully real. And or even if it is real for some people, it's not really the what your soul has planned for you, and it's not even the kind of highest level in which your life can transform. So in a sense, you've been limiting yourself with having a sort of a picture in front of you, or like wanted to manifest a sort of a picture, whether it's like, it doesn't have to be just linked with like this family picture, but it could be like even on the work side, on the business side, project side, like a picture like that in reality, more than expanding, is limiting you, because there is a more expanded version of the life that is meant for you, that your soul is kind of like aiming for, that the previous picture just kind of holds you back, in a sense. Even though it's an overall positive picture, it's not that the image that you had in your head was negative to begin with, but it's actually more limited than what your soul had in store for you, or like the potentiality and the expansiveness of what you can do. And it feels like in the month of May, you're just kind of like becoming more aware of that. So there is a sense of really reconnecting with that inner light, alchemizing a process that will really bring you to a vision and like a picture in your head that is actually more aligned to the reality of what your soul wants to manifest. So it's, even as an obstacle, it's still like a beautiful one. Like, I would say, like, overall, like, the whole theme is very positive. Yeah, it's just about like sort of getting to the next level instead of like staying. There is a sense of like staying comfortable, like, and it's like, yes, you can choose to have the older picture, to keep the older picture and be comfortable, but with the next level, you can be ecstatic, you can be blissful. Who wants comfortable when there is like in front of you like the possibility of something like incredible? So yeah, beautiful. I'm excited for you already. So then we have the next set of cards that really are speaking about the hidden influences, sort of like hidden factors. And we have the Six of Pentacles in reverse, and then we have the Meadow, success, blessing, positivity. Sorry. Again, it's like I get a very positive sense overall, even though there are supposed to be sort of like hidden things or challenges, it's like overall it's still very, very positive. What it comes to me when I feel into these two cards is that in terms of like hidden factors, there might have been that kind of holded you back from this sense of like fully alchemizing and fully going to the next level, whether project, family, or anything that you want to manifest. There is also an element, yes, there was a picture maybe in your mind that was limiting for what your potential is, or the capacity that you have that you can reach. But there might have been as well some external dynamics involving other people's, that like some sort of power dynamics, some sort of like abuse of your own generosity, the time that you gift. Like some people that may have taken advantage of your good heart or your willingness to work hard, because you do have these, everything about you, it's very much ready for success, blessings, and the overall scheme is so positive. But there might be some people that just see that and they try to maybe kind of get on the train and take advantage of that, even maybe without doing the work that you've been putting on things, or if it's a partner or a family member, just somebody that just not necessarily envies you, but just kind of like take advantage from you in a conscious or even maybe unconscious level. But there is some sense of imbalance with the external dynamics it doesn't feel like that many people actually. It just might be one or two, and if this resonates, you know who I'm talking about. If it doesn't it doesn't kind of ring like as a yes, then this message is not for you. But yeah, for the one that does resonates this part, I feel like you know who I'm talking about. And even then, even in that case, that will not hold you back from achieving what you need to achieve. It just slows you down a little bit. But the more you become more aware of the dynamics, you know, like behind this this connection, then, you know, like everything will come eyes so much faster. So yay for that. Then we have the next set of cards that are about more like unexpected surprise, blessing, even opportunity coming your way within the months of May. We have the Two of Pentacles. Let's see, can we fit everything? And then we have Ellen of the Ways, Patterns. I love the green. Interesting. Like, yeah, that feels very connected with the people that I was talking about before. It feels like one of the blessings that, like a surprises that you're actually getting this month, this coming month, is that there will be more awareness from your side on these patterns that slow you down. And therefore you will have like some more choices. You will have like more path that you can take in order to, you know, like achieve what you want to achieve, or like go in the direction that you want to go. You will have multiple choices because there is more awareness to what was slowing you down before, and to the patterns that you also had and were holding that were slowing you down. So it feels like, because it's a month that is I feel like that it's everything that you want to manifest. It's already there, right? So it's just kind of like the refinement parts of, okay, what needs to be trimmed a little bit, what needs to be smoothened a little bit, because you're like so close, and all of these pieces will just add to the awareness that you have and your understanding, in order to kind of like know what's the best next step to take to go to the next level, to go to that recognition, that fame, if you want to call it, that final alchemical process that will bring you to that it's almost like a transformation. In reality, you're not transforming into something else. You've always been this kind of like incredible light. You're just bringing it to fruition, really. So yay. Yeah, it's incredible. It's very, very positive. What an amazing month for you guys. What an amazing month. Okay, so we have then the two final cards that talk about like more the outcome of the month. So we have, I love this for you, the Queen of Pentacles, and then Acceptance with the Starry Night. How pretty is this? Yes. I mean, I feel like within this month, there is an acceptance of your own brilliance. You know, like you come to terms with the fact that, yes, you're brilliant. Yes, you're ready to go to the next step. You brought awareness to, you know, you're bringing awareness to where the parts that need to be worked on, the parts that slow you down, the patterns and the connection that maybe are not to say toxic, but maybe kind of like slowing you down a little bit, and they're not that beneficial to you. And like you're stepping into your queen phase, you know, like you're stepping into fully embracing the luxurious life. Like there is a sense of like making the perfect decision for business wise, being very generous, very nurturing, like just becoming a queen. And it's like you had this all along, but there is a sense of like, internally you kind of came to a point of like, okay, I'm accepting this now. I'm receiving this. I'm just gonna go with it because this is what I am. This is where I'm at, and I'm not gonna slow down myself anymore. Oh my God, such a positive month. What an amazing month again, guys. It's like pile one is like amazing. May is gonna be fantastic. So I'm just gonna pick some more cards just for the final message. I feel like the overall message is already very clear, but these two came out. Let's see what we got. But just to add some final thoughts, we have synchronicity and celebration. I love that. I love that for you guys. Yeah, I feel like with the synchronicity card is like, because of the added awareness that you are receiving with this process and just the things that you look into, more synchronicity will come. Once you kind of accept where you're fully going, and this I don't want to say final goal, but this brilliance, once you accept your own brilliance, so like the universe will just support you. Like it will be like synchronicity after synchronicity. I'm getting goosebumps. And it'll be like boom, 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 boom. Like there will be no more slowing down. It will be only like next thing, like from a flow perspective, from riding the wave with ease instead of like being, if there were moments in the past that whatever you were trying to achieve was like kind of like going and then kind of pausing, going and pausing. Within this month, with all the added awareness on the parts that were slowing you down, you're now like on the fast track. And I love that. Yeah, it just feels like everything will just fall into place, synchronicity after synchronicity. And yeah, there will be no stopping you, literally. And then celebration, I mean, that speaks for itself. Like it will be a month where with accepting your own brilliance, I feel like already within the month of May, like if, again, as I said, if there was a specific project that you wanted to manifest, or something that you were working on, like it's already happening within the month of May. Yeah, there is already reason for you to fully celebrate, whether it's like the progress that you made in the month or like the actual celebration and fame that this project is actually bringing you. Oh, and then we have stillness. There is a sense of like you really kind of like, I feel self-love from this card, really. Like out of like, there might be a lot of things moving really fast around you once the once the thing that was slowing you down would stop to exist, because after all the synchronicity thing will just go like chop one after the other. And even though there is a sense of like, wow, there is gonna be so much happening and so fast and so like don't want to say in a chaotic way, but you can see this celebration card is like fun, it's alive, full of energy. It doesn't feel like, it feels like it could feel like almost overwhelming from a joyful point of view. But in reality, there is something within you that even within things going really fast, because there is a level of you accepting this next blessing, this next step, this next level. There is also a level of like stillness within, alignment. So no matter how much or fast the reconnection will be that you receive, you will still be like you in a very centered way, without being drawn to or being ungrounded from all these positive things happening to you in such a fast manner. So yeah, it's beautiful, because I mean, that's this month is amazing. I want to be a pile one now. It's just, it's one thing after the other. It's like boom, boom, boom. Yet you keep your inner center. So within all the amazing things that they're gonna unfold. Yeah, I think this is the message for you guys for the month of May. Please let me know if you resonated with it or if it was helpful in any way, shape, or form. And if you would like to support my channel, please subscribe and like the video. And I'm hoping to see you in my next one. Bye! Hi Pile 2, if you chose this pointed piece of crystal or quartz, then this is your reading. So I've picked quite a few cards for the prediction for your month of May. And we have the first two set of cards that are about the overall energy of the month. So we see what we're gonna work with. Okay, let's do some space. So we have healing and Mintaka, nostalgia, belonging, community. So, well, it's such a, I feel like already such a very vulnerable and gentle space. Like your art is in a very vulnerable and gentle space within the month of May. And it feels like it's gonna be a month of deep healing. And I feel like there is also a sense of like having a longing to create a sense of community around you that will support you in this healing, but as well that has this element of, you know, like this element of support to be able for you and other people to go through the same, to have like a regular like support system, not just for this one time or for just this month. And yeah, like the energy of it feels very deep and gentle and vulnerable. And yeah, like it doesn't feel like the type of party month, you know, like or celebration month. But yeah, it feels like something very needed, because with the healing card, it feels like there is something that will be either healed or come to the surface that has maybe been there for a while, of that you maybe have tried to work on healing for a while, or maybe you weren't too aware of the issue, but within the month of May there is like a full diving into the healing process of whatever past trauma or wound was there in the first place. So it feels like a very important month within that. So we're gonna have now a look to sort of like the let's say the challenges or obstacles that you might face within the month. We have the Devil reverse, and then we have double mission, light workers, starseed, serve the world by being you. Love this. I feel like within, yeah, like I'm getting a clear sense with the healing that you're going through within the month of May. Like, and it's not something that in some cases, of course, this is a general reading, so you will need to see what applies to you. But this type of healing and this process might actually not have started within this month, but it might have been something that has been going on and off. And it's something that has been present for a while, this type of wounding. And there is something that it's kind of holding you back from really being this light for others and to really fulfill your soul mission. So that's why it feels like this healing is very, very important, because not only is important for you, like in premise, but like it is also very important to your soul mission, because it's like holding you back. And it feels like within the healing there will be like a huge release of something that feels like maybe leaving behind some abusive or toxic situation that there were present, maybe relationships, past relationship, family. It can be even work related if it's like a work environment that wasn't particularly healthy. I feel like for many of you, it's something quite deeper and old. So I would say probably either family or like long-term relationship, or even long-term friendship. But there is something that has hold you back and hasn't allowed you to really fully claim your power. And within this month, there is this healing that is coming to place that is bringing you closer to really closer to your soul mission and to your own power, and also to this sense of like creating this community. There is a sense of really, as I mentioned before, yearning for this supportive community that feels like it's gonna come very soon within this healing process, or through this healing process, because it is part of the healing itself. So we have then the next card that are like the hidden influences within sort of like the underlying situation of the month. We have the Star, beautiful, and then we have Trinity, balancing decision, priorities, adapting to change. Interesting. Yeah, what it feels like is coming to me with these two cards within the hidden aspects is that you have been aware for a long time, or for a while at least, that you wanted to heal this, whatever this is. You were like, you were almost wishing it to a star, right? Like it's just this sense of like, yes, you already knew how, consciously or unconsciously, how important this healing is for you or will be for you. But there was a sense maybe that within the past, maybe you haven't really prioritized the action or the things that you were supposed to do in order to get to that healing. Like you knew it, you were aware of it, maybe you were even asking for it to some extent, but when it came down to actually making the steps, taking the decision, within more the action, the priorities that you set within your life, this healing wasn't a high priority on the list. So maybe it wasn't even fully there. It was just there slightly. So there is a sense of like now within the month of May, it's like, nope. Now, like, I feel like you're prioritizing this. Like, you're like, no, I am ready now. Like, you kind of like understood in a deeper layer or level how much this is holding you back from multiple things, not just within yourself and the pain, the emotional pain that might cause, but how much as well is holding you back from your soul mission and your sense of empowerment, and you're like, okay, I'm ready now. So there is a sense of like started to make more priority and more kind of want you to take more action towards this healing. It's not just like a wistful, how you say, wistful wishing? Something like that. I know there is a specific saying. So annoying. I cannot quite remember the wishful thinking. Something that you just kind of now are ready to put the work in, put the effort. It feels like you are ready, and the month of May is here for this. So very exciting. Within the next set of cards, we have more the sort of like unexpected blessing or opportunities. They're gonna come towards you. We have the Hierophant, and then we have, I don't know how to pronounce this, Anemozin. I'm not even gonna try. The Past. What a beautiful card, by the way. It's gorgeous. Oh, I love this actually. I'm getting well, apart from this really strong ancestral vibe that is like, okay, it's time, girl, to kind of like, yeah, work phase through this. And but I feel like as a sort of like a blessing or unexpected surprises, there is whether it's because you actually do connect more with your ancestors, and like the messages that come into are very, very clear. But no matter how the way it happens, there is a sense of like more, I want to say wisdom and knowledge that comes to you on what happened in the past, the dynamic that allowed whatever issue, trauma in the first place. And there is a sense of like, I'm getting this sense of like, I'm getting some nice goosebumps, like this almost seeing the picture from above. Like there is like a wider sense of like understanding of what happened then, why it happened, and like a sense of like I get it, like, and there is a sense of like the soul is understanding also on a deeper spiritual level why that happened to you, like what lesson that brought. It's like this sense of like, you know, life brought you things that were for you to kind of grow and learn, instead of like, oh, that happened to you and, you know, like you're just kind of like try to get by. But no, and like from this perspective, there is a sense of like, there is such a widened awareness on why it happened. It's like so powerful. I get such a powerful sense of like, it feels very empowering because it's coming from a, like, I feel also a lot of compassion within, like within this big picture of like whoever was involved, of like, you know what, like I get it, you know, like I truly get it from a deeper sense, and not from just the eyes of the trauma or the pain. So that gives you like such capacity to already step into this place of healing, because it's yeah, there is a really good chance that within the month of May, many of you might completely heal whatever the issue, the trauma was, because it's it feels like a very empowering, like, yes, we're ready, like, and you're supported. You're very much supported in the process, because it might not be necessarily, as I said at the beginning, it's not like a fun time. It's not like, oh, let's go party, you know, it's not that type of month. But you're very, very supported through this process. You're not alone. And I feel like you're like your ancestor, your spiritual team is there for you, and it's been waiting for this. It's been waiting for the moment for you to kind of like drop in the space of like seeing this bigger picture and learn from whatever you were supposed to learn from, and then move on so that you can manifest what you're supposed to manifest, or be in this like soul mission that you've set yourself already to be onto, but you've been kind of slowed down by this trauma or pain, or this needing having the need of this healing. So the last two cards are more about the outcome. So the overall outcome with the month, with the current energies. We have, interesting, yeah, the Three of Swords upright and Stag Spirit leadership. Yeah, it's not gonna be a fun month, but I feel like you're gonna, like, you're putting the work, you're feeling your feelings, like you're really going to the root of whatever emotional pain. It feels like there might be some emotional pain that will be coming through, because you're fully ready to face whatever is there. And within allowing yourself to dive into the feelings, dive into the pain, you just kind of like unlock it. And from that, there will be this amazing, like, sort of rebirth where you, like, you become the leader of yourself. Like this sense of empowerment that I was already feeling before is like you'll be fully empowered to then go and can create, if the main thing that you want, the main step, let's say next, was to create community, then you will go and to do that in a sense of like, from a sense of like empowerment, not from a sense of like, oh, I actually need that. No, it's like you'll be the one guiding and leading the whole thing. But yes, there is a part of like having to go through the feels and through that emotional pain that is there, that once you allow yourself to feel that, you will be able to let it go and release it. And you will have this kind of like, it's probably when you will get this sense of like, once you allow yourself to fully feel into it, for how painful it will be in the moment, then something will unlock, where you will get this kind of like, I'm getting goosebumps, where you will get this big picture, and a lot of the compassion for whoever was involved, yourself obviously included, will come into place, and it will not be anymore after that as emotionally painful as it was up to that point. So it's overall a really good good month, because I feel like you're really facing wherever was there that needed the healing. This month is quite important for that. So yeah, very, very good. I've got like another card, shadow work. Oh, well, that makes sense. Yeah, I feel like the shadow work is really connected with this card over here, the Three of Swords. It's like, it's the time to really dive within. And I feel like as well with the shadow work card is like, it's just confirming everything that we've been saying before. Is like, you're not just wishing for this to get better. You're not just wishing for like, oh, you know, I hope this gets healed. No, you're ready to do the work. You're ready to go in, to dive within the pain, within the sticky, unpleasant emotions, and you're ready to be reborn after that, because it's like, after that there is like, it's gonna be this kind of blossoming into the leader that you are. Oh, I'm getting such a like, it's intense, but at the same time it's gonna be so worth it. It's gonna be so worth it. I love that. Knowledge. Yeah. Once you kind of go through the pain, I think these two cards are just reconfirming exactly what we saw before. Once you can allow yourself to go within, do the work, look at the really unpleasant emotional reality within, then something will unlock. And that knowledge, it will be like, it's the knowledge we were talking about. I'm just going to repeat myself. It's just a confirmation of what we said before, that yes, you first will need to dive in, and might not be the most fun, but I feel like these cards are like coming up again, because they're just like a confirmation, and like I feel like Spirit is really wanted to kind of reaffirm that yes, it might be hard in the moment, but it's gonna be worth it. You're gonna get so much out of it, even though in the moment might not feel that anything positive will come out of it, but actually you will. You really will. And you will have such a better understanding of the overall picture of everything, that you'll be so grateful afterwards. So grateful. Then we have boundaries. I hold strong boundaries to protect my peace. Yeah, I feel like this is like a very, of course, like vulnerable and delicate process. So within this and within this month, you will need to be very much aware of as well people that are like taking more space, more energy, because you will not have the time and energy to give to other people that they're just crossing your boundaries. And then I feel like you become way stronger about it. It's like, if before maybe you were like allowing people or giving more of your time and energy because you had it, in the month of May, you will be like, I'm sorry. No. And that's a good thing as well, because it's a part of like coming within your leadership, having really healthy and strong boundaries within that, because they will support the healing process that will happen within the month of May. Yeah, so I feel like now the reading is complete. I hope like you resonated with it, and I mostly hope like that it was like something that could support you within the process. And please let me know. You're very welcome to let me know within the comments. And if you'd like to support my channel, please subscribe and like the video. And I hope to see you in my next one. Bye. Hi Pile 3, if you chose this Amethyst, and then this is your reading for the month of May. Let's see what we got for you. So the first two cards are like the overall energy of the month. We have cycles, and then we have Aquarius, uniqueness, idealism, vision, activism. I love how cool it is. What comes through with these cards for the overall energy of the month? It feels like there's gonna be like cycles of like moments that the month feel like it will go faster, and moments that will feel like things will slow down, but there is a sense of like being ready to tap more into your own qualities, your own authentic and unique version of yourself. Like embodying that more. I keep getting this sense of like, yes, like, and it might not be like this kind of linear straight process where it's like, okay, immediate, fast and to the point. There might be this moment of like pause and then start again, but there is like a sense of like being ready to kind of like bring forward that most unique and most authentic version of yourself. Like there is a sense of like you don't want to kind of hold that back anymore. And yeah, it just feels like it's a contrast of feeling like there is something very tender, and at the same time there is something so ready to come out, like so like, okay, you know, we're ready. And then it's like, yeah, but I'm tender. No, but we're ready. So a little bit of yeah, I think like a yin and yang element to that, but yeah, it's still like a very beautiful vibe. It's like we are ready for this. We might need to slow down at times, but we're ready for this. So the next set of cards are really the key challenges or obstacles that will show up within the month of May. We have the Hangman upright, and then we have deep cellular healing, Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. Yeah, like I feel like these cards, they kind of speak exactly about the same thing before. It's like there is something that deeper healing that needs wants to happen, and I feel like it is linked with you really owning fully the gifts that you have, or like the unique part of your personality and unique parts of your soul that maybe for practical reasons, societal reasons, family reasons, you kind of like have held back through the years on maybe because you're one of those people that, you know, you have always been told, oh, you're really out there, you know, like because you've always maybe been a little bit different, and that difference wasn't necessarily celebrated. So in order to exist and coexist with the people around and the life around, you kind of dimmed your light a little bit, and you kind of dimmed those side of you that were parts of you that made you really you and really special and unique. And I feel like within the month of May, there is moments where you're like, there are moments of like there is a lot of surrender. There are moments of pause. So it's not like the whole month is going to be like full on like this. There are moments that maybe you will not feel that happening so much. But then there are moments where you will fully let go, and you will allow more of these parts to come out, and that side that has been maybe pushed down to actually get healing, and to feel more empowered to be more you. But it will be this kind of like a bit and then let go, and then a bit and then it's like sort of on and off through the month. So in a sense it feels like very gentle, because it's not something too intense, you know. It's something that it feels like you're going at the pace that you can handle, that is nurturing for you. Because anyway, this is about healing, so there is no, like, you feel like you're not rushing the process, and you're like, no, I'm taking my time, and you go when you feel like you can go, and you let go and rest when you feel like you have the space for that. So yeah, very, very beautiful in that sense. Then we have the hidden influences that will be present within the month, and we have temperance. We have again surrender, letting go, trust, and expansion. You cannot make this up. I feel like with this as sort of like hidden influences, there is like, I feel like a deeper part of you, the unconscious side of you, has been wanting this for a while, has been ready for this for a while. It's somehow like you were, I feel like maybe some of you were just looking for the right time, and you've been taking your time to get to this point, and that's entirely okay. But there is a part of you that is actually has been looking for this sense of balance and healing for a while, and is ready. Like there is a deeper side of you that is really ready to let go, and to be showing up fully with your part of yourself and the uniqueness that you have to offer. And yeah, it's actually a really beautiful influence, I have to say. It's very, very nice. It just feels like what it feels like is alignment. You're just kind of like in this month now manifesting what unconsciously you've been already ready for. So you're like actually you're going for it now, in a very gentle way, kind of balanced and harmonious way, but you're going for it. So that's beautiful. Then we have the next cards are like sorry, my voice is being a bit funny. We have the unexpected surprise and blessing or opportunities coming through within this month. We have the Three of Wands in reverse, and we have Athena with knowledge. I feel like if if before there were some sort of delays or planning in delays in the planning, or things that you want to manifest, whether it was like this inner work that you're doing, or even something that is linked to work or to relationship, there is more knowledge that is coming your way on why those delays or lack of planning was there. And because of that, there will be like the capacity of like speeding up the process. So for example, if this is just referring to what has been holding you back to kind of dive into this healing, that you will get way more understanding. What was the reason of the delays, or why it has been taking a little longer. And it's the same for something if it's linked to a project, and there's been some delays, then there is like I feel like higher like something coming from your higher self, like higher knowledge, channel knowledge coming through you, that will give you such a deeper understanding of what was happening, and actually how to immediately sort of, I don't want to say fix it, but kind of like bring balance to that and avoid these delays to come up in the future. Then we have the cards of the outcome, of like the overall outcome of the month. We have the Chariot. I love that. And then we have Mystic Meadow Sanctuary. Oh wow, I'm getting such a nice feeling from this. I feel like, yeah, like I get a sense that a lot of this is really within the month of May, and what we've been talking about is very much linked to an internal process, not necessarily so linked to manifesting something specific. There will be a lot of things that will move faster after like you embrace your own uniqueness. But I feel like this is really kind of like, it feels like getting to the place of sort of like building your inner sanctuary, like to have this place within and outside that you feel like you can be entirely you, and you will succeed. You know, either you will take you like some huge step forward, or you will fully succeed in this process already within the month of May. I just also want to point out that out of like 4 tarot cards, we have 3 major arcana. So this feels like very something very important that is really at the core of who you are as a person. And this process, it might seem like simple. I don't know. Maybe to some of you might feel like, oh, you know, it shouldn't be that hard. And it's not about being hard or not, but there is a depth to this. Even just having that sense of space of that you can call a sanctuary within or without, where you can be fully 100% you. I'm getting goosebumps. It's so important, because this is like will open the door as well to so many like more things to come, because you will live from more aligned place. So yeah, what an incredible month of May. Yeah, absolutely. So I'm gonna take some more cards for some last messages to see if there is some fun message to come through, or if it's just maybe a confirmation of what we've been saying right now. Sick healing. Yeah, it's time. It's time really to let out that part of you, and to really find this sanctuary within and without, because it's not just enough for it to be within. It has to be as well. You have to have the capacity and the freedom to also be able to be yourself fully also within the environment outside. Maybe it's not everybody will be allowed in this external sanctuary, and that's entirely okay. But there is a need of like a sense of a space that you can be 100% you, and that includes also some people, some beings, you know, within that, where you can be 100% unfiltered, beautiful, bright you. And this month is the month. Let's see what else we got. Embrace uncertainty. Even though maybe the process will not again doesn't have this straight line, right? It's like it might be like this on and off. There is something about that we cannot change. It's not something that the mind can control. And there is an element of in the moment that maybe like, you know, the surrendering and let go, if that is the part that kind of makes you uncomfortable at times, is important to remember that is just a phase, it's just a cycle, and it will end, and there is a more authentic version of you coming out of that. So it feels like there is the need of really be reminded of that, and having trust within the process, because it might feel like at time uncertain. It's like, oh, what is really emerging out of this? But you know, like you'll be successful within this month, within the healing that you're doing, and within the sanctuary that you are manifesting for yourself. Aww. Support. Yes. I feel like I want to cry with this card. It gives me the sense of like, you know, like we have 3 people the same way here. I mean, these are animals, but it's like, I feel like you will get the support, and some of these people will become part of your outside sanctuary, like you will get the support of very few, maybe up to 3 people that will fully it's such a beautiful sense of like, I feel like a Cancer, I'm getting emotional, but it's so like worth it and important when you're going through something like you're reowning, you know, like parts of yourself that maybe didn't allow to be, having like, you know, somebody that really sees you and supports you within the process is so, so important. And you're gonna get that, whether you already know who these people are or they're gonna show up within the process and within the month. And maybe, you know, most likely you already know them, you just didn't know that they were gonna be this supportive, you know, like, but it's like, this is your tribe, this is part of your like external sanctuary, and these will be the people that, you know, you will feel like 100% ready to be you. And then we have, I pick one more card, growth. Yeah, you see, you're gonna flourish out of this. Like, even though at times, as I said before, it might feel like uncertain, you know, you have no idea of the amount of growth that you will do, because as I was saying before, is like, this is very much an inner process, but the type of door that is gonna open for you are like infinite. It's like coming from a more authentic version of you is gonna open so much more that you cannot now really picture. And there's gonna be so much growth and blossoming that right now you cannot really foresee. And that's beautiful. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps again. Beautiful, beautiful. So my group 3, this was your reading. I hope this was supportive, or I hope it resonated. You're very welcome to let me know. And if you really want to support my channel, please subscribe and also like the video. It would be so appreciated. And I hope to see you in my next one. Bye. Hi Pearl 3, if you chose this piece of like rounded crystal aura quartz, then this is your reading for the month of May. So we're gonna have a look first at the general like overview or general energy of the month of May with the first 2 cards. We have self-sabotage. Hold on, I want to move the crystal here. And then we have the sun, vitality, life force, energy. What an interesting contrast. Put this in the middle actually. Very, very interesting. So what I'm getting and feeling out of sort of an overview of the energy of the month of May, feels like there is quite a contrast side within yourself. Like you have this side of you that really wants to you know, really focus on your vitality, your life force, like your radiance, and just to fully embody that you already in reality have, and to be fully that. But there is also another side, like the shadow side, that is doing a lot of self-sabotage. And I feel like some of it, like, you know, like it's kind of the dark side that, you know, that is there. To, you know, like to some level of extent, you are aware of this, but you might not be fully aware how much is holding you back actually from like fully be this incredible bright version of yourself. And I feel like there is something about the month of May where, you know, like for the moment I feel like a lot of duality, but also a sense of like, you know, like you want to embrace the radiance, you know, the vitality, the light. And let's see within the cards that come up next, there might be like some really good step forward in completely let go of the self-sabotage part. If, for example, you're like aiming to manifest something, you know, of course, this is just a side that will hold you back from manifesting faster. You do have all the quality and the capacity to achieve whatever you want. But it's like you take 10 steps ahead, and then there are always those 2 steps backwards because of the self-sabotage part. So I'm curious to see more what we get within the next cards. So the next cards are actually the key challenge or the main obstacle within the month. We have the Five of Cups, and we have Messenger. Cyrus energy, bring harmony and balance. Yeah, I feel like within this self-sabotage, it might be something more from your side on an emotional level, where the self-talk that you have towards yourself might be quite negative. Even though, like, I get a sense that actually people that know you, like, they see you as this version, like as the sun, right? They see you as bright. They don't see it's like the shadow side. I feel like is something, the self-sabotage side is something that very few people know about you, because it's kind of more the hidden part. And like, because the outside part is like so bright and so shiny, and this is like this emotional I'm not good enough part that maybe feels like you know, I'm not doing enough. Maybe even feels like that when you achieve something, you haven't achieved enough, something was a failure when maybe it wasn't. And maybe this just emotional dissatisfaction is something that more than anything you live within yourself. People from outside don't really kind of tap into that much, because it's something that you keep very much within, that doesn't spill so much within the people around you. The people, I feel like the people around you see you as extremely bright, and maybe many of the people that you know will be surprised to know if you have some sort of like negative self-talk, for example, because it's not something that is so apparent, unless it's like something that you have confided in, somebody that you have confided in, like, of I'm struggling with this, I'm struggling with that. But otherwise it's not something very apparent or evident. But there is a sense of like having to bring more harmony and balance within the side of you, because it's more than anything is emotionally painful for you. People don't even kind of like you know, like nobody's bothered by this but you. Really. So it's like you're not doing yourself a favor with this side of self-sabotage, obviously. But yeah, then we have the next cards, more like the hidden influences within the month to be kept in consideration. And we have the Three of Cups, and we have visionary, confidence, passion, self-worth. Yeah, I keep getting the same of before, of like, I feel like people from outside really see you, maybe not necessarily the light of the party, but see you as somebody very confident, passionate. Like from outside, the sense of that you give, like, is all about the light and the radiance. And the self-sabotage and the shadow part is just something that you know very, very few people know. And because those people is because you have told them, or because they're particularly sensitive and they know you very well. And in a sense, like, this is something that I don't know if necessarily, maybe for some of you this is not something necessarily that supports you, because maybe you do have the sense of like, I need to keep giving this really radiant side out to counterbalance this self-sabotage inside, so that people will not notice it. So it feels like it creates even more contrast, the fact that people outside maybe still see you like as just this bright part, but in reality there is something else too. Which, not to say that you will not work on it, but it's also important to acknowledge it, and for you not to kind of like feel you always have to, from the outside, show this version that does not include the shadow, because those are there, and some of the doubts are there, some of the emotional pain is there, and everybody has that. Yeah. So then we have the next card. We have the sort of the unexpected blessings or surprise or opportunities that will come throughout the month of May. We have the Wheel of Fortune, and we have Mastery with Sarasvati. I love this. I feel like something is gonna be shifting in May. That's okay. Okay, now it feels like I'm getting up. Before I was like not 100% sure where the reading was going, but now I'm getting that the whatever shadow part or emotional pain that is there, like something is about to change. There is a sense of like mastery within your own emotion, mastery of yourself, that allows you to step in and shift something. What you change might also be something external. It doesn't necessarily feel is only just internal. I feel like there might be some sort of like reconnection from a work perspective or point of view where you will gain real confidence, internally, that will help you to as well let go of the self-sabotage part. But there is something that is gonna shift in a very, like, it will take a very good turn in the month of May, that maybe something you've been working for, but you will reach a mastery, whether it's within your emotion or within the project that you were working for. But there is a really positive turn towards an inner sun as well, not just the outside sun, but as well the inner one, which is like yes, it feels like you're so close, like you're so close to let go of the self-sabotage, and whatever good turn is happening in May, it will be like a very huge support towards that. And then we have the outcome of what, like, within the current energy of the month. Oh, I love this. We have the Emperor, and then we have the Dragonfly Spirit with Change. Yeah, I love this, because I feel like with whatever changes that is going to happen as a surprise within the month of May, there's going to create such a deep shift within yourself that it will allow you to really embody fully. If, for example, you feel like you didn't embody enough, whether internally or externally, that vitality, the life force, the magnetism, then this is the month where something is going to shift. And oh my god, I'm getting like some nice feelings of like you're gonna fully embody that. And the Emperor is somebody that actually is not just from the outside. It's not just a shiny from outside. There is a full mastery within really, like, and there is a real sense of confidence that is not just superficial. Like, I feel like you're gonna acquire through the month of May a real deep sense of radiance and confidence and leadership that before was there, but there was a lot more that was holding you back at the same time. But now it's gonna become fully, I feel like it's gonna become fully embodied. I'll be really curious, what for many of you the shift or the change will be, because it feels like it's something that is going to be quite potent and quite powerful, and it will have a long-lasting change within yourself and within as well your external life. A very, very positive one. Like, I keep feeling this empowerment and this true sense of confidence, which is great. It's like, here you were already at the beginning, you were already very close, right? But then this is like literally the next step where you integrate everything. You integrate the good, the bad, and all becomes that mastery and that empowerment. I love that. So we're gonna pick some last cards for any other messages. Enchanted. I feel like, I don't know, there is something about the shift. Like the something with the good luck, something will leave you completely enchanted. There is something quite magical. Oh, I'm getting like some nice goosebumps. There is something quite magical that is gonna, I'm so curious, you guys. If you listen to this and then something magical happens, please come back in the video and share in the comment what was it, because I'll be so curious to know. What is the things that is gonna happen that's gonna shift and make you so enamored and enchanted? There is something so magical about this, and it's, yeah, it's very exciting for you guys. Beautiful. I'll let the moon process your feelings. Yes, there is a sense of like having to process that self-sabotage part, right? Like there is no way around that. But with whatever shift is going to happen, it really will allow you to really process whatever is emotionally holding you back, whatever it was this part that was made you feel like you're not good enough, and to really step into that kind of like leadership position. There is no way to do that fully without process your own feelings about it and just face your own shadow and face that part of the self-sabotage that is within. But like you can see, it's like it gives this kind of like really empowering sense of like once you've done that, amazing, just simply amazing. Oh, okay. Love. Yeah, maybe, okay, maybe for some of you the unexpected thing has something to do with love. It can be love regarding work. I mean, it can be something that you end up really loving what you do, that the whole process will support you so much to really fully do everything that you do with the fullest capacity of yourself and your fullest passion. But I think for some of you, you know, the enchantment and the magic might be actually love, romantic love, something that really kind of heals you on an emotional level. I like, you know, butterfly. These two cards, the love and the enchanted, there is something quite magical. Maybe you will meet your person. I don't know, again, like if you can and you listen to this reading for you guys, group number 4, do drop a message at the end of the month of May if there was something magical happening, because I'm really, really curious to hear what it is. But I feel like for some of you it's something linked with love, or meeting your person, or like falling in love more with your life, but something shifting on an emotional level very, very deeply in a very positive way. And then lastly, we got hope. The beacon of hope shines brightly within me. Yeah, there is something that happens that will support you in really believing your full potentiality, your full capacity. In it, not all is gonna give you hope in general, but you know, like it's gonna make you become hope. You know, it's gonna make you become that, you know, like fully integral and embodied, confident person that you are. Just a version where the shadow and the self sabotage are integrated, and they are not kind of like pushed aside anymore or hidden anymore. It's all part of like your beautiful self. Such a beautiful, you know, beautiful ending to this. So this was the reading for you guys. I hope you resonated with it. Please let me know in the comments, and if you like to support my channel, please subscribe and like the video, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye.